What's good, everybody? Robin E here, back on another episode of Pillow Talk, bringing you guys another interview. So thank you so much for tuning in with me today. I have a guest here with me. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the people.
What's going on, people? My name is Draz Asbury Senior.
Okay.
That's about it.
Well, thank you.
I don't think
Draz.
I got no fancy titles or nothing like that. I
Okay.
might.
Well, you have a lot of titles, actually. I would say so. I would like to call you a serial entrepreneur. I would think so. But
Right.
for those that don't know you, you're a business owner, author as well, music manager. So you do a lot.
Yeah, I do a few things. I do a little. I actually added a couple. You actually gonna get an exclusive on that news.
Oh, we love exclusives. We love
on when this airs,
exclusive. Okay.
we'll figure it out.
Tomorrow. But that's what's up. Okay, that's what's up. Well, I like that. First off, I met you, doing the millennial thing we did downtown Waukegan, and that was dope. And that's when I saw that you had your Elite Print company.
Yeah, Leap. Yeah.
Okay. How long you been doing that?
I've been doing graphic design for in print for 15 years. My 15th year.
Dang.
Leap has been established. Leap has been around since this year. I rebranded. I was Draz Creative Marketing before that, and then this year I decided to rebrand because the level of my clientele changed.
Oh, wow.
So I kind of wanted to remove Draz, quote unquote, remove Draz from the actual company, and then just kind of cater to the clientele that I got now. So
Okay.
kind of cleaned it up, switched up things a little bit.
Dang, that's what's up. Okay. So is that a business that you always thought you would be doing prior
Not
to?
at all.
No? You had other goals,
Not at
other
all.
things you
Yeah,
wanted to do?
Yeah. I was doing a whole bunch of other things, and that's was, I don't want to say unique, but that's what's key about my journey.
Okay.
Throughout my journey, I tried a lot of different things. I was a liquor distributor. I was a club promoter. I did hip hop music. I'm an accredited songwriter. I've music management. I did a lot of different things, just trying to find myself along the path. And as far as the arts and the graphic design, I used to always just do it for the homies. You know what I'm saying? I used to just do it for the homies and any artists that I managed. I used to manage Lake County's own Jonelle Glory early on in her career, and I did a lot of her early stuff. And a lot of people used to be like, "Yo, why don't you, do this, like, for real?" And I'm like, "Nah, I ain't got the patience for it." You know what I mean?
Okay.
And then I don't know. I just kind of did it more and more, and just kind of dove into it. So took
That's
off.
what's
So
up. Okay. What's the hardest part about starting your own business?
the hardest part is starting.
Okay. Okay. Facts.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
Because that's where a lot of people fall short at. They got the idea. A lot of people, and we coming into my busy season right now, where I get a lot of people that come up to me with ideas, fresh ideas, and want to rebrand or whatever. And the one thing that they'll come to me, they'll be like, "Yo, I want to do this. I want to do that. Can I get a logo? Can I get this?" And then I do it. But then come February, March, April, they fall off.
Right.
They fall off because they lose motivation. Or one thing that I notice a lot of people do is that you'll do quote unquote research, or you'll continue to look into whatever avenue it is or whatever business you're about to get into, or the prospective field, and you're doing so much research, you become stagnant, you get lost, and then you lose motivation.
Okay.
And so that's where I feel like the hardest part is taking that first step and getting motivated and staying motivated,
Right.
to fulfill and actually to step out there into that journey.
Okay. Facts. Okay. Do you have anybody that initially, was a big inspiration or help for you whenever you started venturing out?
My inspiration always been my dad. My
That's what's
dad
up.
raised me as a single father. I'm from the south side of Chicago.
Okay.
North side from the hood.
Okay.
And he raised me as a single father, but while he was doing that, he ran two businesses.
Wow.
And so really this whole entrepreneurship thing of this journey, like, that's all I knew, that's all I saw. And so that's really where it came from. I found myself in a lot of different 9-to-5 positions, and I felt like I was trapped, or I was cheating myself.
Okay.
And I was trapped in that little box, that cubicle. And I just kind of had to find my way out, chip my way away from it, go to work 9 to 5, then get home, putting a couple hours here and there to whatever it is I wanted to do, until it got to a point where it was at a demand and it became lucrative. So, but yeah, definitely always credit my pops, man.
That's what's up. I think
even to this day, like, I'm a grown man and I still call them when I need advice, and I'll be like, "Yo," you know what I'm saying? See, so they always there for us.
That's what's up. I think role models are very important, especially for, young black men as they grow up too.
Yeah.
So I think that kind of sets a standard for like the direction you want to go in your life.
Yeah.
You feel like without that influence, you probably wouldn't have had a lot of motivation to do your thing.
No, that's true. That's true because that's one thing. That's one good thing that I did pick up from my upbringing.
Okay.
Is the model that I saw in my dad, the drive that I saw in my dad. Like I seen him every morning, like 5, 6 in the morning, getting up, putting on a suit, going about his day. You know what I'm saying? And then he back at the crib at like 7. But during that day, he running 2 businesses. Back and back. And so it was like, all right, let me see what this about.
That's what's up. Got the Renaissance in you already. Okay,
right.
That's what's up. So you do have your book also, your author that you wrote.
Yeah.
There is gold in your gold.
Mm-hmm.
So what was a big influence behind that?
My failures.
Okay, facts.
I mean, that's real though.
That's real.
When I took my leap of faith, when I quit my job and I took my leap of faith into the whole entrepreneurship thing, first thing I did was I invested in my company. Like I took out my savings, I did all of that. I invested in my company, and then my ego was crazy.
Okay.
My ego was crazy, and so right away I went and wrote my first book, which is called From Start Date to Startup.
Okay.
Leap of Faith Towards Entrepreneurship. Because I was feeling myself at that point. I'm like, man, I quit my job. I got all this. Let me write about it. Let me put this out there. And then, little do people know, like I put that book out June of that year that I first stepped into this entrepreneurship full time. Actually, no, I put it out May of that year. Come June, I lost everything. I was homeless.
Wow.
And I was in the A, sleeping in the back of my car.
Wow.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Sold all my equipment that I had just got, you know what I'm saying, a few months ago, a few months before that. And then that's really like where the idea of there's gold in your gold came from. It came from that moment. Because one thing that I realized that I lacked on was a plan. And so when there's gold in your gold, is really about finding that gold, which is your heart. You know what I'm saying? And finding that plan or whatever. So within the book, at the back of the book, I got a worksheet. You know what I'm saying? When you finish the book and everything, and I'm giving you tips and things like that, you got a worksheet. You got a starting point. You know what I'm saying? I'm providing people with a starting point, with a few questions, a worksheet to just go off and, take off on your own things.
Yeah.
That's where it
That's
came
dope.
from.
Okay. People don't understand how strong it is, though, to write things down, really, to manifest that.
When you put it down there in writing, like, it's powerful, for real.
That's dope. Wow. Living in the back of your car, though.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So you was out there really going through it for a minute.
Like, when I tell you pride is something else, like, I was about to curse. I don't know if we curse. But,
you can curse. This is uncensored. Okay, this is uncensored.
When I tell you pride is something else, though, for real, like I was sleeping in the back of a BMW. You know what I'm saying? And like I sold everything, but I refused to give up my car. Because that was like my dream car.
Okay.
And like I said, once I got to that moment and I was able to afford it and it was paid for and all of that, I was like, man, like that was one thing I wouldn't give up. I was sleeping in the back of it, sold my Mac, sold my computers and everything, went to the pawn shop, had a laptop and everything, but I wouldn't sell that car.
Would not let that go. Damn.
Like, I wouldn't let it go. And then, eventually I did when I ended up moving back here in 2016.
Okay.
I sold it or whatever because I was like, all of that, all of the missteps and all of the failures that I experienced down there, I just want to leave everything there, come back up here, rebrand, start fresh, and then, here I am. So.
That's dope. Okay. That's wow. That's overcoming though a lot. That's very inspirational too, to be where you are now, to go from that. That's crazy. Couldn't let that car go though.
That was the last thing I let go, and I didn't want to do it, but I felt I had to. That was like the closing of that chapter.
Okay. Do you feel? Well, I feel like you're a serial entrepreneur, but as being an entrepreneur, do you feel like more people should venture out into that business?
Into entrepreneurship, it's not for everybody.
Okay.
It's definitely not for everybody. I mean, you got some people that have great ideas, but the execution is poor, the drive is poor.
Okay.
So it's like they can have those ideas, and I've seen people have those ideas and rely on somebody else or pass that idea off to somebody else or sell it off to somebody else, and they keep their 9-to-5 life while that other person is carrying out that dream.
Right.
They got paid for it, but at the same time, they're the ones that wanted to be the face or that's able to be the face of that. But doubling back, though, entrepreneurship isn't for everybody because it takes a lot of dedication. It takes a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. Like, my social life is slim to none.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? My social life is slim to none for real. Like, I get out every once in a while, but, you know, for real, I decline a lot of offers basically because 4 a.m. I'm up and about 11, midnight, is when I'm finally laying down. And, you know, so really I fuel off about 3 or 4 hours a night. And, you know, really all of that's just work, grind, hustle. So. You know, you gotta be willing to do that. So.
Dating entrepreneurs, that's probably hard too.
It is, and you know, I reveal the insides on that come February on my new book. So.
I'm excited. See how I led that in there. I'm excited.
The book, How Not to Date an Entrepreneur, is gonna be coming out February. So you know that I'm talking about, and I actually interviewed 10 people. I interviewed 10 people for the book. There's real life entrepreneurs, and then real life people that have actually been with either the mates or the partners or the spouses that's been with entrepreneurs. So it's getting both sides of it, as well as my experiences on dating and being an entrepreneur and how to balance all of that or how not to balance it for real. So it's gonna be pretty dope though.
So it's hard. So you basically saying I'm be going for 12 hours out the day, but I'm working type shit.
Yeah. I mean, it's real hard to balance, and it takes a strong person, it takes a strong woman, a man to understand that. You know what I'm saying? Because I know me for example, like I've had to cancel dates, I've had to, you know, rearrange things just because that opportunity knocked, and it was like I never know, you know. You never know when that's going to come back around. So it's like, all right, you're going to get that text or that call and be like, yo, can I get a rain check? I got to reschedule. This ain't going to work out right now. So, you know, you got to have somebody that's willing to understand that. And then one of the things that I've heard so many times is that, like, how to date an entrepreneur is to become an assistant, be there that help, be that support system, you know, because we go through a lot. We got a lot of dark moments. So you need somebody in your corner that's going to help you get through those dark moments, lift you up, you know, because the suicide rate is crazy of an entrepreneur. Like, it's a lot of different things that go into it. So you got to have somebody in your corner that's willing to endure all of that with you. So.
Nice. Okay, that's deep. I never really think about it because I feel like you're so focused on your business, so it's like dating is like, psh. But you probably get lonely sometimes, bored.
Yeah, I mean, bored sometimes. It happens. You know, I mean, it's definitely gonna happen. But you know, like I said, it's crazy. You gotta figure it out.
I'd be looking forward to that. I would definitely like to read that book. That sounds lit. That sounds lit.
It is.
Okay. What do you hope is the main thing then people will take from that book? Just aside from just knowing how to date an entrepreneur, what's one thing you want them to take away from that?
One thing, I just want somebody to connect.
Okay.
You know, I want somebody to connect. I want that person that's interested or madly in love with an entrepreneur, somebody that's in the field, to walk away with a better understanding of that person, how to approach them, or, you know, the things to say, and you know, and all of that. So I want that person to walk away from it with something and be like, all right, I'm ready for this. You know, I want them to be like, all right, yo, I'm ready for this, and then they would know how to approach or handle with care of that person. Yeah. And then as far as the entrepreneur aspect of it, like, I want them to really like look at it and be like, damn, like, this me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want them to really look at it and be like, damn, like, okay, they hitting it on the head. This is really me. And then like have that self-reflective moment and hopefully, you know, try to handle themselves a little better as well. Like when it comes to appealing to somebody else or being out there in the public. So it's a book for both sides. So.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. You got any other books you gonna release too? You just gotta, you know what I'm saying? Any other things you think you'll be putting out in the future as far as books go? Never know.
Yeah, you never know.
Okay.
So, I mean, in this one, I actually I started this. I was gonna release it earlier this year, but I kind of wanted to hit the brakes on it a little bit, not rush the process.
Okay.
But yeah, it was supposed to come out February of this year, but I pushed it back.
Okay.
You know, wanted to do a little bit more research and a little bit more living, and then, you know, put some more into it before I put it out there.
Okay. So. Deep. Nice. Well, get into your third job, I would say. It's 1, 2, 3, third job. So you're also a manager.
Yeah.
Manager. Okay. Who is your artist? Do you have multiple artists? I only know of the one.
Right now, it's just Ashley.
Okay.
Ashley Armelin, Sony Orchard distributed artist. We just signed that deal back in April of this year.
Nice.
And then in June of this year, we released her debut project, As I Please. And, really it's been doing some good work, some good numbers.
Nice.
And we're currently on a tour right now for the actual thing with multi Grammy nominated artist and songwriter named John Hill. He's done a lot of he wrote "Sexy Can I" with Young Bird,
Oh,
R. Kelly,
okay.
and all of them. He's the man behind a lot of R. Kelly's work. He's he's actually the the reference vocal reference person for a lot of R. Kelly stuff, because R. Kelly can't read.
Don't do R. Kelly.
So he's actually the the person behind that. So we got both of them on tour. Myself, my management company, Amani Unlimited, and we powered up with BMW Entertainment, who's a national promoter. So
Nice.
And they actually are the management company to John Hill. So
Nice.
yeah, so that tour right now is doing pretty good. You know what I'm saying? It's doing pretty good. We just finished our second date over in Chicago. We're gonna be heading to Madison and Milwaukee next.
Nice.
Hitting the colleges up there. So
Okay. Check
called the
you
Remember
out.
My Name tour. So
Remember My Name
yeah,
tour.
Remember
Okay.
My Name tour.
That's dope. How did you get into doing that?
That the whole music thing, it runs in my family.
Okay.
It goes back to just like the entrepreneurship, but this goes back deeper to my grandmother, who was a world-renowned gospel singer, and then she also she was a part of the original cast with Black Nativity back in the days or whatever. She did a couple of command performances for Queen Elizabeth.
Wow.
And then Mahalia Jackson is my dad. Gospel singer Mahalia Jackson is my dad's godmother. So
Oh, wow.
music goes all the way back. And then my dad and my aunts, there's 5 of them. They had a group that toured throughout the city of Chicago, or throughout the Midwest, really, called Perfect Harmony back in the 70s and 80s, and actually the 90s too. So, music just been there.
That's
And it's something
nice.
that
That's
I
what's
picked
up.
So, yeah.
Thanksgiving probably was lit at y'all.
Oh yeah, it was crazy. I got some footage. I got some clips, man. Like a
That's
them,
lit.
just had round tables, just singing, everybody doing their thing, just zoning out. Like it's crazy. Like Thanksgivings used to be crazy.
I
So,
bet.
yeah.
Can you sing and or rap?
Nah, I can't sing. I did rap. I had a career. I had a couple of deals. Then I had a career in music from probably, actually my last project, my EP came out. Something for Nothing came out in 2015, 2016.
Oh, snap. I need to go back and do some more research. I didn't know you had an EP that came out.
Yeah, I
That's
actually
what's
got a few
up.
albums. I got a few albums out there. So
That's what's up.
multiple streams of income.
That's what's up though.
Multiple
Yeah,
streams
that's
of
lit.
income,
I didn't know you had an EP that was out. That's
Yeah,
lit as hell.
I got music on. I had music on Black Ink season 1. I had a song on Black Ink season 1. I had I don't know if you remember. There was a show on Fox called Prison Break.
Okay, I remember
I had a
Prison Break.
song on Prison Break season 2 Prison Break. I had one of my songs a collaboration I did on there, and then also on NBC they had a song. They had a show called Third Watch. Had a song on there too. So
Dang, that's what's up. Okay, so you got it.
I had it on there.
I told her I had it. You got
I'm
it. You
on
got
business
it.
right
So
now,
you got a
so.
ear for music. Then I would say,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
that's dope. So what do you hope as an overall goal then for your artist? Do you want her to reach like superstardom eventually, or what do you?
I want her to be happy.
Okay.
And that's like,
Facts.
not only am I a manager, I'm a teacher too. When I say I'm a teacher, like she's fully inclusive, 100% inclusive in everything that goes on.
Okay.
Between me and my partner, we co-manager, and she's 100% inclusive in all the deals, the discussions, and things that we do, because I don't want her to be blindsided. Since I was an artist and I went through a couple of deals myself, and I had some shady shit going on and different things like that. I educate anybody that I work with on those things, and I try to break down the contracts with them and do have them a part of some of the conversations and different things like that too. So I just want her to be happy. She recently, took that leap of faith, and she quit her job.
Okay.
And, she's doing the music full time now as a part of this tour too. And really, it's just all about her being happy. We want to stay at an independent label. That's why we only got the distribution deal.
Okay.
And the distribution deal, and then my management company as as one conglomerate, and we just doing it that way for real. So
that's dope. I like that you said be happy.
Yeah,
that's
be happy. Like if you don't want to reach Beyonce level, then that's cool. If you want to keep it at a more subtle level, so you can still raise your daughter, still raise your family and things like that, then that's cool too. Long as you happy at where you at. So.
That's so dope. I don't
want to force it into the spotlight. That's never been me. It's to force anybody into the spotlight and be like, no, sing that song. Like,
right.
Ike Turner, like that ain't, like I ain't gonna Ike Turner, Joe Jackson. Nobody, you know what I mean? So.
That's good. And that probably makes her very comfortable working with you, knowing you have her best interest.
Yeah.
That's really dope.
Yeah,
I like that.
We got a real good relationship. Like, we've been working together for 6 years. And, we went through a situation with Rock Nation. We went through the situation now with Sony Orchard. And, we went through another situation where it was just like I was just kind of there as a mentor before I actually signed her as an artist. So, we developed a brother-sister relationship, like, and that's key with anything, is to really just have a relationship and an understanding before you try to advance to a different level with it. So.
Facts. Okay, facts. Would you manage any more artists? You feel like you could juggle a few more?
Yeah, my whole thing is, and I've done it before. I've managed multiples at a time. Like I said, I used to manage Jonelle Glory. I also had an artist named Grits, who was a singer-songwriter signed to Twista, Twista's GMG label. I had them too, and then also had a gospel artist named Tarita that I used to manage. I used to manage all of them all at the same time.
Oh, wow, okay.
But I really wanted to just get Ashley, her feet on the ground and running before I opened that door back up and said, all right, you good. You pretty much self-sufficient. My number out there. My number out there. You know what I'm saying? The deal's called. We doing this. We doing that or whatever. But I kind of wanted to reestablish my track record and reestablish that foundation with my management company and say, okay, this is what we've done. This is what I've done. I've sat, this artist at the table. We went to Cleveland. We sat at the table with XYZ. We did all of this. Before I came back and said, all right, who next? Who else want in?
Right.
So I really, like I said, I wanted to establish that foundation first, and then, we'll probably see what's next.
Dope. That's dope. Yeah. Okay. Wish I could sing. I don't know about
probably
that.
Got it in you.
I don't know about that. It's weird. Like I could talk on stage and all other types of shit, but if you ask me like sing some shit, I'd be like, it just
everybody sing in the shower though.
Right when it's in the shower on Beyonce, it's different.
You probably be in the whip singing like when you just solo. Like, everybody.
Big concerts on deck.
Right. See, be chair dancing and everything.
Well, any guest that comes on Pillow Talk has to play a game of some sort.
Am I throwing the focus off when I drink my water?
I don't know. It might be. I don't know. I feel like I gotta periodically
wave it.
To set it. Sorry.
Slow as hell.
Sorry, y'all. Any guest that comes on Pillow Talk has to play a game. And I was trying to think because you real grown up in here, and I was like, damn, I don't want to be like disrespectful, do some extra shit because I could be a little silly. So I just wanted to do like a this or that type of game. You just pick between two choices just to kind of let the people know you, get you on a little personal side, All right. So do you prefer daytime or nighttime?
Man, I was nighttime.
You a night owl?
Yeah. I mean, I guess. I'm always.
You be up
like
though.
That's
why
I said I only get like 3 hours of sleep for real. So I mean, I guess.
Vampire. Okay, nighttime. I like nighttime too. I hate mornings. Martin or Will?
Damn. I say Will, man.
I'm gonna give you that because I fuck with Will.
Yeah, I say Will.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna go with Will. I'm gonna give you that.
Martin, like, he was extra as hell sometimes. But Will is that, he more well-rounded. You know what I'm saying? Like, he could be silly as hell. He could be serious. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I feel Will.
Facts. You got some cool points. Team Will. Fucking me.
Right.
Rap or R&B?
Man, I'm a hip-hop head.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a hip-hop head, and it's crazy because I always manage a lot of R&B artists, but I'm a hip-hop head, though.
I don't know why.
Cool, like.
Did you do croon into some R&B shit? Okay, so you beats.
Like.
Who's your favorite rap artist?
Nas.
Okay.
Nas and Jay-Z. Okay. They both, I don't put one over the other. You know what I'm saying? I like them depending on my mood, depending on what I'm trying to get into. You know what I'm saying? But actually, no. Let me take that back. I got 3 that's at the same level. It's crazy where they at. But I got Nas, Jay-Z, and Jeezy. So.
Definitely fuck with Jeezy. Definitely fuck with Jeezy. Yeah. I read the Gucci book. You fucked me up a little bit, but I still fuck with Jeezy.
Right,
okay.
Yeah.
You coming hard with it. Okay. Do you prefer summer or fall?
Fall. Like I like, you know what I'm saying? I like little suave sweaters and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Get a little Dougie. Definitely get a little Dougie.
I ain't a shorts person. Like you probably. I got one pair of shorts, so it's like summer. It really ain't for me.
One pair of shorts.
But yeah, I got literally one pair of shorts, except for the hooping shorts I work out in. But,
true.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
Like as far as like stepping out, I got one pair of shorts.
Okay. Facts. Do you like breakfast or dinner?
I'm not a breakfast person.
Okay.
Like coffee is my breakfast.
I can't get
you know that's my fuel. You know what I'm saying? My coffee be sweet as hell and it be extra lit. Like
he said, sweet as hell, extra lit.
Like I got the sugar in there,
creamer,
which is bad for my health because I'm in the gym, but I got the sugar in there. I got the the caramel sweetener, and then I got 2 espresso shots up in there.
Well, damn.
Like, I'll be lit.
Right, my heart starts beating extra fast. Okay.
Right, like, that's like I said, 3 hours of sleep, fam. I gotta get it how I can. So
I can't do it.
I'm probably actually stop on the way out of here and grab some. I got work to do. So
okay, I give you that. I don't really like breakfast either, but I eat everything, so I don't know.
And it's crazy though, like, cause I put a post up I think yesterday saying that like I grew up eating rice for breakfast and eating rice for dinner, and they both had different tastes. Like, so it's, I was tainted. So that's probably why I don't like breakfast.
Damn.
Like, my mom used to cook rice with every damn thing. Like, you gonna have rice.
It's
with
a good side though.
With these eggs and the sausage, and then you gonna have rice with this chicken. You gonna have rice with this chicken later on, like So.
We're gonna eat all this rice. What you talking about?
It's crazy.
That's too funny. Okay, Regina Hall or Sanaa Lathan?
Oh, that's hands down Sanaa Lathan.
Oh, damn. First off, don't disrespect Regina like that and say hands down like
Anybody that know me know that's Bae. Like,
oh, that's Bae?
I mean? Yeah, that's Bae. So.
Okay. Okay, then. Sorry, Regina.
You know what I mean? So.
He said hands down. I'm weak. Okay.
Like, you ain't even have to get that question all the way out. I was like,
I really didn't get it out.
You said Sanaa, I'm like, hey.
That one. Okay.
Right. Give me that.
The Best Man or Love Jones?
You got me. Let me see.
Cause I love me a good black film. Two.
Let me pick them apart. Hold on. So damn.
It's tough.
Probably Love Jones. Actually,
man.
Yeah.
Oh look, I want to influence your decision. Wait a second.
I had to think about it, but yeah, Love Jones is pretty solid.
Facts.
Yeah.
I love Love Jones. I just did an episode on that. Okay, because you was finna get.
You was finna like
end
the
of
door.
the end.
Right. Interview over. Go to the door.
End of the episode. Okay. Well, I was gonna say going out or staying in, but you pretty much said you like to stay in. So.
Yeah, like, I mean, it ain't by choice, but shit.
Yeah. Okay. You probably just chill.
I'd rather get a bag than spend a bag.
There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. No, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay. Money or love?
Love money, so so hey.
You gotta pick, sir. You can't be combining. You gotta pick, sir.
I mean that said it right there though. I love money, so that means that money is
So money.
Yeah.
Basically over love.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Honesty or loyalty?
Man. See, I gotta pick one.
Yeah.
Because they both like right there at that level with me. You know
Would you rather have an honest person in your life or a loyal ass person?
Just keep it a buck with me.
Okay.
Just keep it a buck with me. Let's be honest. Like if you don't want to fuck with me one day, then that destroys the loyalty. So just keep it a buck with me. Let me know when I mess up. Let me know how you feel. Like all of that. Just keep it a buck. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I deal with that.
I mean, at the end of the day, like all a man or a woman really got is your words. So just keep it honest. So.
Okay. Last one. Pac or Biggie? And I just gotta throw it there because it's like the most ancient this or that. But
And I was just in the.
I feel like it puts you in you're either a Pac or a Biggie.
And I was just on a post like earlier today about that. Somebody said the same damn thing. And the way they broke it down, though, it kind of made sense because, truth be told, like, I was Pac, like, I was all Pac back in the day. But I was a shorty, so it was like I really didn't understand the character he was. And I loosely say character because Pac was an actor.
Yeah.
And so, that portrayed into his actions and who he was. Like, he said it himself in interviews, like, the stuff that he talk about and what he put out there is not really him. It's for his people. It's for, what's going on around him. And so when I got older and I was able to dissect that, I had to let Pac go because I'm like, all right, you really, you wasn't real for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? You did some dope music. Your music was dope, but it was, you was a character. Like, you was an actor like Drake. You know what I'm saying? So you was Aubrey.
Whoa.
It was
I know
Aubrey
you did
before
not
that was
just
an Aubrey.
compare
You was Aubrey before that was
Pac
an
to
Aubrey.
Drake, though.
So, when it boils down to it, I say Big. So
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. All right. All right, then. Okay. Damn. I mean, you just threw him in the. I love Drake though, but you not.
Aubreyisms.
You ain't finna.
Drake is dope though, but it was the comparison. Drake was an actor. You know what I'm saying? So.
So you feel like Pac was an actor? You feel like he was, as far as everything that his music did, and as far as how he outspoke on,
like
against the music and stuff. You feel like that was
stance, I feel it was 100. But as far as like his music, who he was when that camera came on, I feel like it was what he went to school for, at the performing arts school. You know what I'm saying? It taught him, it molded him how to be that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not
who
where
he was.
You know what I'm saying? That's not who he was. That's not. He didn't come from them elements. Yeah, he came from the Black Panther, movement and all of those things. He was birthed into that movement. So I feel like his political stance and his social awareness and things like that definitely was real because it was in his blood. It it birthed him. But as far as like everything he was screaming and everything, all of that, I feel like it was a part of the performing arts school. So
okay, damn. Just came at my man Pac like that. Okay, well no, it's cool. I'm a Pac fan.
And I mean, like I said, that just developed as I got older.
Yeah.
Like I legit cried when I heard Pac die. Like you know what I'm saying, I legit cried. But at the same time, as I got older, it was like, all right, this nigga ain't real. You know what I'm saying? So.
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah. If anytime you were able to figure it out for yourself, and make that decision. Okay, I'm good. All right.
Yeah.
So aside to, you're also a father.
Yeah.
So how is daddy life and being an entrepreneur?
Man, it's tough. And it used to be real tough. And and I say tough like on an emotional standpoint, because I missed a lot of first with my kids.
Oh, wow.
And so that right there was kind of like, I missed first steps. I missed first words. I missed, a lot of different things because I've always been on the go. And, it ain't the same when you see it on video or when you get that phone call and you know what I'm saying, that none of that, it don't hit the same. As my kids are older now though, they're very much involved in a lot of things that I do. Like in my book signing for There's Gold in Your Gold, like I have my baby girl right there with me at the, at the book signing. Like there's pictures out there of literally me signing autographs and she right here next to me, handing somebody the book, like she helping out, 7 years old, like here you go, like, and then my oldest daughter who's 14, when she comes up here, she lives in Atlanta, and when she comes up here for the summer, like she'll be in my office helping me out. She'll be asking me if I need any help. She, go make me some coffee or something. Like she's like my assistant. She be wanting to help. You know what I'm saying? Like she's a daddy's girl for real. So I mean, all of my kids though, they are slowly as they're getting older becoming to understand it. I had a talk with one of my kids a few weeks ago, and I posted the conversation. I screenshot the conversation on Facebook just to let people know how real it is. Like when it comes to missed moments and sacrifices. Like my daughter texted me, my 13-year-old. She texted me and she was like, I feel like you always. No, she texted me and she was like, let me guess, you're working. And then I said, yeah, unfortunately. And then she was like, I feel like you're always working. And then I kind of paused. I stopped what I was doing because it hit me. And then so I had to break it down to her, and I was like, well, as you've seen and as you know, like I'm building a lot of different things. Like this business owner thing, this entrepreneurship thing it takes a lot of time.
Right.
I was like, but nothing that I'm doing is in vain. Like it's trying to provide not only a future but an example for for you all, for them. And my name is on it. My last name is under all of that. That's your last name. So all of that, I'm building. That's something that I want you to take from it, because when you get older and you get a job, like, you don't own that position. It could be taken from you. You know what I'm saying, at any point. And so that's what I want my kids to understand. It's like ownership. Like, what I'm saying, your name, you own that. You know what I'm saying? If it's something that I own, then I can pass that down. I can pass that down. You can't pass your, your desk job, or, your job in corporate America down to your kid. And so that's why I wanted to let her know, like, yo, I'm building this for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Whether you, take it over when I get older or whatever, when I retire, like, everything that I'm doing, I'm building for y'all. And I had to tell her that, and so she understood it. And then she was like, I'm not mad or anything. I'm just taking notes because I wanna own my own business when I get older. And so they kind of, it was like, okay, you paying attention, you understand it now. So we kind of turned all of that around. So
nice. Okay, that was deep. That was real deep. Damn.
I know a little something.
Okay, but that's facts. That's probably really hard because you got to get it, and you have to be away from your kids. So to be able to have that conversation with them and have them understand what's going on, that's a big thing.
It is. So.
Okay. Do you take them on trips or stuff when you have a chance, or what's some fun things you try to do with them when you get a chance?
Yeah, I mean, always. That's when I get. Like during the summers, or when I got my kids with me, that's usually when I shut down.
Okay.
And I allow any time I don't answer my phone, like when it's a business call or anything like that. I don't answer my business call. We do stuff. We go to parks and we go to trips and different things like that. So.
Nice. Oh, okay. That's what's up. So you said you have a 14-year-old?
Yeah.
Your daughter? You
yeah.
Said? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got 4 daughters. So.
You got 4 daughters?
Yeah, I got 4 daughters and 1 son. So.
Wow. And so it's 14's the oldest though.
Yeah, 14 oldest.
So they high school.
Yeah, shit.
Knocking her. Oh snap! You got the gun ready, Dad?
Yeah, I went down to the A where she told me literally. She texted me. No, we was on FaceTime about a month ago. Yeah, because I was in the A in October. So yeah, we was on FaceTime about a month ago, and she told me she got a boyfriend.
Oh, wait a second.
So what did I do? Like 2 weeks later, I was on the road going down to Atlanta.
Hold
you know what I'm saying?
up.
Like she wanted me to meet him, so it was like, all right, So 2 weeks later, I was on the road going down there. Like, all right,
let's get this out the 14. That's a little young for a boyfriend, though.
I mean, I couldn't knock it because I had a girlfriend, quote unquote, at 14. You know what I'm saying? I was in 8th grade, 7th grade, so called having a girlfriend. So. I couldn't really get mad at it.
You very calm, Dad.
I mean,
you real calm.
But no, like he got the flux. Like,
oh, okay. What? My dad.
No, like I had to think about it. I was like, and then with her being 800 miles away, like it's not a whole bunch that I can do, but talk to her, not get overreactive, because if I get upset or I try to shield that, then that's more she's gonna hide from me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I just opened that relationship up. All right, well, let me know. How old is he? How is he? Where is he from? Talk to me. And this was a conversation that I had with her. It was like midnight.
Okay.
Me and her on FaceTime, and I cherished that moment because it was like you calling me at midnight to talk to me about this boy and let me know that you got a boyfriend and things like that. So open that door. You can talk to me about anything, whatever it is. Like, I don't give a damn what I'm doing. Like, I'm gonna, pick up.
Wow, so understanding. Because let me tell you, my dad.
I wanna have a relationship with my kids that I didn't have with my parents growing up.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, my mom was in the streets and my dad was always busy running his businesses. And, so in turn, like, I was raised as an only child, so I didn't have that. You know what I'm saying? So in the middle, like, I turned to the streets for a little bit, and then, so I didn't have that person to open the door and say, all right, sit down and talk to me. My dad tried, but it was like that relationship was already a space there because he was always busy, and then my mom was over here in the streets doing her thing. So,
Wow. That's good, though. I think relationships with parents now, people kind of overlook. You know, a lot of morals and lessons like really aren't instilled into their children and stuff. So I'm happy you have that type of connection. That's dope. I don't tell my mom everything, but now that I'm an adult, I can see now growing up, you know, that closeness that was needed.
Yeah, that's like dope. When I became an adult, man, my dad found out a whole bunch of shit about me.
Ooh. Till I go to the grave, it's gonna be some shit my dad ain't gonna never know.
He was like, you did what?
He will never know.
Like, you know, having conversations with my stepsister, because she was out there in the streets with me, and she was like, we used to, and he was like, what? Like,
y'all bobo.
I mean, we're grown at this point, so
I
like,
guess.
You know, fam, you ain't gonna whoop me.
I know, I just can't. I am sorry. It's certain shit I'm still gonna lie to this day to my daddy about. Daddy, I don't know what that man told you. I don't know what he told you.
Right.
That's crazy. Okay. So what are like 3 top things that you would advise for any entrepreneur or anybody wanting to do a business or be a manager or author or anything on their own? What is, 3 tips you would give?
Tip number 1 is do it because your heart is in it. Don't do it because somebody influenced you. That's one thing that took me so long to actually get into arts and get into graphics. I've always been into arts. Like, I went to an art school. Like, I went to Columbia College, because I was an artist, a freehand artist. But as far as like doing graphic design as a profession, it took me a while because I felt like people was pushing me or trying to say, you should do this, and nudge me into it. So I would definitely say, like, do it because your heart is in it. Whatever it is, whatever avenue you want to get into, just do it because your heart is in it. You're passionate about it, because people will be able to tell if it's authentic or not, or if you're just doing it for a paycheck or a quick buck. So that's definitely one. Communicate. When I say communicate, one thing that a lot of people miss is the journey. Like, when we look up to people or when we get advice from people, we always do it from the end result, but it's like that journey is what's missing. That's why I'm so open about, when I was homeless and when I had my missteps and things like that, because, like, I don't want people to look at me now and be like, yo, he's doing this, he's doing this, and forget about the other part, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, when we die, and it's hard, going down that road, but it's like when we die, like on our tombstone, we got that hyphen right there. We got our born date, we got our death date, and then there's that hyphen right there, and that's the part that a lot of people, try to omit or miss. So, definitely, like, communicate, let people know who you are, because that's how they can relate to you, and that's how they'll respect you and understand why you're so passionate about what you do. So that in itself, and then really just be free. Just be free. Like, I can't preach that enough. Even though we in America where I feel like nothing is free, even freedom ain't free. Just be free about your feelings, be free about your movement, be free about your life and your thoughts and things like that, and everything else. The universe will bring everything back around to you.
Okay, nice. Okay, if you had one word to describe yourself, what would it be? Nice.
Driven. Like, I feel like that's the most perfect thing, because it's like, there's other graphic designers out there. Yeah, there's a ton of other entrepreneurs out there, but their drive isn't mine. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like when you ride down Belvedere Road out here, you got all these hamburger places, Checkers, McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King. They all right there on the same strip, but they all got their own thing that's them. You know what I'm saying? And so my drive, like, nobody is you can take anything away from me, but you ain't gonna take my drive. Nice. You ain't gonna match my drive, fam. So.
All right, okay. Driven. We like that. Okay. Well, definitely let the people know where they can get in contact with you, your socials, or anything. They can reach out.
Draz Asbury everywhere. DrazAsbury, senior. Just everywhere, Draz Asbury, or you can hashtag who is Draz, and then that'll take you back all the way back to my music. That'll take you back to concerts. That'll take you back to the now.
Oh,
that'll take you back to everything. So, hashtag who is Draz or Draz Asbury.
Okay, nice. Make sure you guys go follow, check it out. You guys need some work done, or if you just need someone that's very inspirational with their shit, I would definitely recommend that you tune in, follow him on all his socials.
Definitely.
Well, I appreciate you coming on the show. You dropped some major gems today. I was very interested to talk to you though, for real, because I feel like as a black man being a serial entrepreneur like you are, it's hard. It's easy, I should say, to find reasons why not to do it.
Yeah.
And you make it look flawless.
And that's why, like I said, I'm so open about my journey or whatever, because I don't want nobody to be like, yo, because a lot of people like they scared to work with me because they feel like I'm there, like I got it. So Draz don't need help, but nigga, no, I don't. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm missing this and I'm missing that too. So yeah.
Well, again, like I said, I feel like you doing real flawless out here, for real. I think you need to be out here, doing some mentorship or something, because I mean.
That's common. See, that was that exclusive.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm
psychic.
Though, so forget it.
Oh, I'm psychic. Sorry. Sorry.
No, that's something that actually we're announcing this week, but I'm gonna announce it right now. I just signed on to be to this organization. It's a national organization called Youth Entrepreneurs, and it's a national organization where we go around and we speak to the youth on entrepreneurship. We educate them. They're gonna be flying me out to DC next month.
Oh, nice.
To get pretty much get my training, quote unquote, and get all my materials and things like that. And I'll be going around the nation, speaking to the youth, teaching them on entrepreneurship, small business ownership.
Oh, that's so lit. That is so lit. Yeah. Yes. Well, definitely, keep me updated. But keep us updated. I'd love to, see some of your seminars or something if somebody records you talking to the youth. That's really dope. Yeah. That's really impactful.
Definitely.
Okay.
So, appreciate it.
Yes. Well, again, thank you for coming on. As always, make sure you guys subscribe to Pillow Talk on all major platforms. Subscribe to the YouTube page, like, share, tell your mama to like it.
Tell your auntie.
Cousins. Tell everybody. Tell everybody. Make sure you guys tune in. Thank you so much for listening. Peace out.